Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is another 5 looks 1 palette video, and the palette for this video is the So Jaded palette by Kathleen Lights and Colourpop. It has such nice color variety and I'm having so much fun playing with it. The look you're seeing on my eyes right now is look number 4, and I have been really loving every single look that I've done with this palette so far. I have been thoroughly enjoying them. I did 3 looks today alone. My eyes are a little sore, but every single look was so pretty I did not want to take it off. As always, I really hope that you guys like the video, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up. If this is the first video you watch of me, please don't leave without subscribing to my channel. It really means the world to me. And if you have any questions or comments, make sure you leave them in the comment section below. We're not going to make this intro too long because we have 5 looks to get through, so let's just go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so let's get started with look number 1. I already did my eyebrow and prepped my eye with some concealer and primer, and I'm going to be grabbing my Sephora Collection number 40 brush and the color Royal Jewels, and this is going to be the first transition color on the crease of my eye, so I'm putting it really high up, blended into no other color, just kind of diffused underneath the eyebrow. Just make sure you leave a little gap right underneath the eyebrow between the brow and that color. So I'm doing back and forth windshield wiper motions with this big fluffy brush from Sigma that I love, and we're just going to diffuse it the most we can. Then with the same brush, I'm grabbing the color Your Gem, and we're going to put it also on the crease a little bit less spread out and on the outer half of the crease area. So I'm not taking it all the way in like I did the first one. I'm just putting it right here on the outer half of the eye and blending it into that first color. I'm next switching brushes. This is my E25 by Sigma, and I have the color Garnet on the tip of one of the sides of it, and I'm going ahead and I'm going to pat that color on the outer corner of my eye and blend it into the crease ever so slightly. This color will diffuse a lot, so just make sure you keep it right on the crease area and tap it on that outer corner to build up the intensity. Back with the E40 brush, I have nothing extra, nothing added to it. We're just going to diffuse that color Garnet into the rest of our transition shade. So I'm blending it all the way in and making sure there's no hard edges. Just like this. So now back with the E25 and more of that color Garnet, I'm going to intensify it right here on the outer third of the eye. I'm not going to focus it as much on the crease because it's already blended into the crease. So we're patting and blending right here with this top edge of the brush. I'm going to go ahead and sweep off any excess. Alright guys, I hate technical difficulties, but we just had some. As you can see, I'm back with one extra color you didn't see before, so I'm just going to quickly tell you what I did. I went ahead with my number 13 brush, which is this flat brush right here, and on one of the sides I have the color Smoky Quartz. I went ahead and patted that color Smoky Quartz all over the 2/3 of my eyelid where I had nothing on. I made a little bit of a precise edge right here on the top with it, and then I patted it right here on the outer corner to blend it into the red. I went back a second time with a little bit of setting spray on my brush to intensify it, and then with the E25 from Sigma and the color Garnet, I went back and I blended it all in on this outer corner so that there wouldn't be an edge, just the way I'm doing right now. I'm doing it again, just patting it on that outer edge and blending it a little bit into the crease so that everything just kind of diffused into one another. So this is where we are right now. I'm going to go ahead and go off camera to do my face makeup, and I'll be back to do the under eyes. Alright, I'm back, makeup fully done, and I have my number M506 by Morphe right here, and I have the color Royal Jewels on it, and we're going to put that transition shade right underneath our eye bag here basically and we're going to run it all the way to the edge of the red at the top. So see, right underneath the little bag underneath your eye. Don't be afraid to go low with your colors because it'll just make your eyes look bigger. Same brush in the color Your Gem, and I'm going to run it right over the bag just like that, and then also blend it into the top. And then I switch brushes. This one here is the E36 by Morphe, and I have the color Garnet on it, and we're going to put that color right in between the lower lashes, and at the end still make it meet with the top. I have a red eyeliner that I'm going to put in the waterline of my eye. This one is by Marc Jacobs in the color Fine Wine, so I put it right here on the waterline of my eye. And lastly, with my Sephora number 18 brush in the color Pearl, we're going to highlight the inner part of the eye. So just like this, I'm going to go ahead and put on mascara and show you guys the final look. Okay, so I am back, and this right here is the final look after a ton of mascara. I am a big fan of a red smoky eye, so I really like this. This is right up my alley, right in my comfort zone right there. This is what both eyes look like. And then from a little further away, this right here is the whole look. I went ahead and paired the eyes with the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick and lip liner. So that's what I have, the Pillow Talk lip liner and lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury on my lips. And this is the look right here. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the first look with this palette, and let's go ahead and move on to look number 2. I don't know why I keep having this problem in this video, but I just filmed look number 2 and didn't press record until I was almost done with the top part, and then I realized I wasn't recording, and so I took that as a sign that it wasn't good enough and I did it a different way. So this is number 2.2 right here that we're going to start, and I'm starting it by putting the color My Precious underneath my brow. This one's going to be our brow bone highlight, and I'm using my Sephora Collection number 15 brush to apply it. The next color I'm applying is going to be the darkest color of the look, and that is the color Onyx. This is going to be a very dark smoky eye, and with my Sephora Collection number 13 brush, I'm kind of going to put that color Onyx almost all over my eyelid, except I'm going to leave the inner third of the eyelid clean for right now. So I'm taking that color through the edge of my lid right here and just leaving this little space right there. So now with my brush dirty like this, I'm not even going to wipe it off. I'm going to take some of the color Aquamarine and I'm going to go ahead and blend them together right here on the inner third of my eyelid, and see, it makes the color Aquamarine really dark, but I wanted that because it's more like a transition, because the inner corner is going to be Aquamarine by itself. I'm switching to my E38 brush from Sigma, and I have the color Stoned on the tip of it, and with that color we are going to start blending the edges of Onyx. So back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. We're going to start diffusing Onyx just like that until the edge is a little bit more smoky. And now I switched my brush to the E40 from Sigma, and I have the color You're a Gem on the tip of it, and this is going to act as our transition shade. So I'm going to put it through the edge of Stoned, and we're just going to blend back and forth. I switched brushes to the M506 so I can add a bit more of the color You're a Gem to the crease and make my work a little more precise, because I wasn't diffusing it enough with the E40. Once it looks blended enough, I'm re-tapping the color Onyx on the eyelid right here, so that the sparkle that went away comes back, because when you blend it out, some of the sparkly bits go away a little bit. I'm also going to retouch Aquamarine over top right here on the inner part, and with a cotton I'm just going to clean underneath a little bit, because we did have some fallout this time. Okay, so once yours looks sort of kind of like this one, then you're good to move on to like doing your face makeup, and then we'll do the under eyes when I get back. Okay guys, so I'm back and I did the rest of my makeup, and I put on a little bit of mascara to the top side of my lashes. Not a lot, just because I'm going to put falsies on. This is a very bold smoky eye, and I think falsies are required for it. You could do it without it and just do a lot of mascara, but I haven't put falsies on in a while and I was just feeling it with this look. Let's go ahead and finish up the underside. First things first, I'm going to do a little bit of eyeliner in the waterline of my eye. I can't do this on camera, hold on. There we go. I did the Aqua XL eyeliner from Makeup Forever. Next, with my M506 from Morphe and the color Stoned, we are going to go ahead and wrap that color right under my lower lash line, and I did that with the E36. I think I just said the wrong brush, but I am going to get the M506, which is what I just said, and that's a much bigger brush, and with the color You're a Gem, we are going to go ahead and smoke out our lower lash line, and make sure to do all the way back here. Once you've done that, the last step is the inner corner, and we are going to wear Aquamarine right there on the inner corner of our eye, and blend it upwards a bit, just like that. Alright, so this is what it looks like before lashes. I'm going to go ahead and apply some bottom mascara and lashes, and I'll be right back to show you guys the final look. Alright, lashes are applied, and this right here is look number 2. I have to say, I really love the color Aquamarine in the inner corner and how it's so different from a really dark dramatic smoky eye. I love the shimmer that the color Onyx has. Really beautiful, and I think just everything blended out really nicely. Really dark smoky eyes are kind of like the trickiest to do because you have to have the right fade going all the way up to the brow, and I really like the way this one came out, honestly. And this is what it looks like from further away. On my lips I have a combo of 2 lipsticks that, now that I see them, look exactly the same, but in my head I was doing something, okay? So the first layer I have on is this one right here. This is the Lip Stories by Sephora collection in the color Brunch Date, which is the swatch that you see at the top right there, and then on top is the swatch that you see at the bottom, which is just a little lighter. That is the Milk lipstick in the color Skills. Because I started with Sephora collection, I felt the need to add this one, but I think I would have just done the Skills by itself and it would have been fine. I just wanted a nude lipstick, honestly. I really thought I was doing something there. Anyways, so this right here is the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed look number 2. Let's go ahead and move on to the third look. Okay guys, so I am back and we are going to get started with the third look in this video. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the color My Precious, and we're going to put it right under our brow bone. And don't be afraid of doing a very generous amount of it because it's a very light shade and we just want to make sure that our brow is highlighted. Next, I'm grabbing my E40 brush from Sigma in the color Royal Yules, and we're going to go ahead and put that one on the crease of the eye, and we are doing windshield wiper motions with that brush. We're going to do a little on the outer third of the eye as well, just like this. Next, I'm switching to the E25 by Sigma and the color Jade, and we are going to go ahead and pat that one right here on the outer corner of the eye and start blending it into the crease ever so slightly. Same thing right here in the inner corner. Once I deposited the color in and I have barely anything left on my brush, I'm going to go ahead and blend it across top here on the crease area. And I'm going to add even more of that color Jade and work it in. Okay, so now that it looks like this, we are going to put a color right in the center here, and the color I chose was the color Fluoride, which is a very light lilac shimmery shade. And we're putting it right in the center of our eyelid. Just make sure you blend it with the edges of the color Jade. So just pat it in place. And then we are going to get the color Diamond, which is like a topper, and we're going to put it right over that color for added shimmer and shine. And I'm just using that same number 13 brush from Sephora collection. I'm quickly intensifying the color Jade on the inner and outer corners, and this right here is what we have so far. Okay, so I'm back and the rest of my face makeup is done. I am going to add one more thing to the top because I was looking for like one more color to add. I just thought this was kind of basic. And I found one that I liked and it looks really good with this eye look, and it's the color Tiger Eye, and I'm going to apply with my M506 from Morphe right here in the center where these two colors meet. Tiger Eye is like a green with gold reflex, so it just kind of goes perfect as a color in between these colors. It just adds a bit of extra dimension and I really like the way it looks. See, it just kind of changed it and it looks really nice right there. Now I think if I were to wear this look out, I would just probably put the color Jade underneath my eyes and smoke it out and call it a day, but for the sake of using more colors, I'm going to use a different one. I'm going to grab the color Emerald and I'm going to put it right underneath my lower lash line line. And I did that using my Sephora collection number 18 brush. Then I'm grabbing this random brush that I have here from Colourpop in the color Royal Jewels, which is our transition shade, and I'm adding it underneath Emerald just as a transition at the bottom as well. And then for the inner corner, I'm grabbing the color Peridot and I'm putting it right here in the inner corner of the eye. We're using all the shades of green. And then to soften it just a little bit, we're putting Pearl over top of it. Okay, so this right here is what our eye looks like. I really like the color Tiger Eye on the top there. It just added something very special I think to the eye look, and it made it go from basic to really nice. I'm going to go ahead and put mascara on top and lower lashes. I'm going to do some fake lashes over top of it, and I'll be right back to show you guys the final look. Okay, so I am back, lashes on, and this right here is look number 3. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Okay, now that we are a little bit further away at a more comfortable distance, let me tell you guys what I used for my lips. I have a Bite lip liner that I used, and this is in the color 016. And then I used a MAC lipstick. I didn't even remember this one, and it used to be one of my favorite lipsticks. It is matte from MAC, and it's called Kind of Sexy. And so this was look number 3. I hope you guys really liked it. I liked it a lot more than I expected to. Let's go ahead and move on to the 4th look. Alright guys, I'm back. Looks 2, 3, and this one I'm about to film were all filmed on the same day. So my face feels a little rough right now. Like, it just kind of hurts, especially my eye. But this is the last one I'm going to film today, and I'm just gonna leave the 5th one for tomorrow or maybe even Saturday. The first color I'm going to use once again is the color My Precious. I just like that one for underneath the brow. And this time I'm applying it with my Sephora collection number 13 brush. On the crease of our eye, we're going to apply the color Citrine, which is a beautiful mustardy yellow shade. And I'm using my E40 brush from Sigma to blend that color Citrine on the crease of my eye, back and forth right there. Now that that color Citrine is blended on the crease of the eye, I'm going to grab the color Garnet, which is a super fun red shade, and this is the E25 by Sigma, and I'm going to tap that color on the outer corner of the eye and blend it into the crease with the tip of that brush, just like that, by tapping on the outer corner and then doing little circles on that edge. Once you've blended it, you can use the remaining red on the tip of that brush just to take it over the center of the crease. I'm going back with the E40 and just making sure that both colors are blended into one another. Next, we're going to do a bit of a cut crease, and I'm using an Urban Decay brush. This one I think came with like my Naked palette a million years ago. It looks more like a concealer brush than an eyeshadow brush, and I use it for like concealer. And this time I'm going to be using it for the Anastasia eyelid primer, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply it to the crease. Okay, so this is what it looks like once I finished doing it. I couldn't do the whole thing on camera because I needed to get closer to the mirror. I'm sorry. I'm getting a big flat brush. This one is the Colourpop E20A brush in the color Moonstone, and I'm just patting that color more than halfway through that space that we blocked out with the primer. I'm just going to leave a little bit of space right here at the end. And then to make our colors meet, we're going to use the color Ruby, which is a really pretty shimmery red. And I'm using my M506 brush for that. Just like that. And you can certainly leave it right here, but I wanted to add a bit of sparkle. And so I'm going to go ahead with my Sephora collection number 15 brush and the color Opal, and I'm going to add sparkles to the front side of my eye, kind of halfway through the lid. Okay, so just like this is what we're looking like right now. And because I already have my face makeup on, I'm going to go ahead and do the under eyes. I'm going to put the color Pearl on the inner corner of the eye and a little bit under to like the tear duct area. Alright, so for under the eyes, I'm grabbing my E25 brush from Sigma in the color Garnet, and we're going to put that one right underneath our lower lash line. Just blend it back and forth right there and make it meet at the end right here. And then with the E40 and the color Citrine, we're going to apply it right underneath. This right here is what it looks like before we put mascara and lashes on. I'm going to go ahead and do both of those things, and I'll be right back to show you guys the final look. Alright, I still don't have my fake lashes on. I just did a little mascara, but I wanted to pop on and tell you that I did put a red eyeliner in the waterline of my eye right there. I'll be right back with the lashes on. Alright guys, I am back, lashes on, and this right here is look number 4. I really love sparkle. And so I really like this one. Let me show you what both of them look like. Okay, and then here you have it from a little further away. On my lips, I have the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in JK Magic by itself, no lip liner. These lipsticks have like a little top squared edge, and that really helped me to get very close to all the lines, and so I didn't do any lip liner, and this nude lipstick is just perfect for this eye look. I cannot get over how sparkly this looks. I absolutely love it. I hope you guys enjoyed the 4th look, and let's go ahead and move on to the last one. Alright guys, so let's get started with the last look. And the first color I'm grabbing is the color My Precious, and I'm just applying it lightly underneath my brow with my E40 brush from Sigma. Just back and forth, just to set the concealer that I have underneath my brow right there. And then for my transition color, I'm going to use the color Rose Quartz, which I could not believe I hadn't used yet. I've done a couple of looks off camera and so I'm confused as to like what colors I've used for looks and what colors I haven't. I realized as I was doing this look that there's going to be a couple shades that I'm not going to use at all. So just back and forth with my E40 in the color Rose Quartz on the crease right there. Okay, so once you have it blended like that, nice and diffused, I'm switching to my E38 brush from Sigma, and I'm using the color Ametrine, which is another purpley shade, and we're putting it also on the crease, but a bit lower on the crease, not as high and diffused as the color Rose Quartz. This is a smaller version of the E40 brush, and so you can pack the crease color a little bit tighter to your crease, a little bit less diffused. Back with Rose Quartz and the E40 brush, just make sure everything blends out nicely. For the outer third of my eyelid, I'm using the color Alexandrite on my number 15 brush from Sephora collection, and I'm just packing it right there on that outer corner. And then with that same number 15 brush, I'm grabbing the color Amethyst, and I'm putting it from the inner part to meet with that other purple right there on the outer corner. Back with my E38 brush in the color Ametrine, I'm going to go ahead and blend out that edge. Now I'm using my E40 and just making sure everything looks super nice and diffused and blended. In blending the crease, we took off some of the color Amethyst from the eyelid. So I'm going to go back with it and make sure we still see it nice and intense all over the lid. And the same thing with that outer corner shade. Once your eye looks nice and blended just like this one, we're going to grab the color Topaz and we're going to put it all over that purple. You could do the same thing with the color Opal, and that would look really pretty as well. I wanted to incorporate the color Topaz in one of the looks in this palette because I hadn't used it yet, and I think it actually looks really pretty on top of the purple. If you guys want to see a 6 look with this palette, make sure you check out the video where I reviewed the palette, because I did an eye look on that one as well, and it's a very fall, really pretty eye look. So you can see a 6 look on the palette review video. Okay, so this is what we're looking like right now. I'm going to go ahead and do my face makeup, and I'll be back to finish up the eye look. For underneath the eyes, I'm grabbing the color Rose Quartz with my M506 brush from Morphe, and I'm going to go ahead and smoke out my lower lash line with that color Rose Quartz. Make sure you go all the way to the end, of course, right under the purple. Then with my E36 and the color Alexandrite, I'm going to go ahead and intensify it right in between my lower lash line, very, very close to my waterline. In my waterline, I'm going to go ahead and do a blue eyeliner because you can't tell me not to. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop that one right in there. This one is from Makeup Forever and it's in the color 200. And in the inner corner, I'm grabbing the color Sunstone and I'm popping it right on there, a little bit underneath as well. This is an M421 by Morphe. And then I'm grabbing a little bit of Pearl and softening it up. Okay, so this is what your eyes should look like before mascara. I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara and I'll be right back to show you guys the final look. Mascara on, and this right here is look number 5. Okay, and this is what it looks like from a little further away. I went ahead and paired it with a Kat Von D lipstick. This one is my Kat Von D lipstick in Bow and Arrow, and I love it. My hair, not so cute today. We have it in a bun, and sorry, not sorry. I also didn't do any lashes for this look because I'm about to head out to work and I don't want to be uncomfortable for the next 9 hours. I really hope you guys enjoyed this last look as well. Alright guys, and that was look number 5. That one concludes this video. I truly hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to please give it a thumbs up. I'll be posting some of these looks on my Instagram account, so don't forget to follow me at Patty C. Alonso on Instagram so you can see up close shots of these looks. I have been taking lots of pictures of them, so I'm super excited to post them later. If this was the first video you watched of me, don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and make sure to vote in the comment section below from 1 through 5 which look was your favorite one. I always like to see what look was the one that you guys liked the most. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope to see you back in the next one. Bye!